A traditional mala bracelet has 27 beads. A traditional mala necklace has 108 beads and is sacred in the Hindu religious tradition. This number comes from multiplying the 12 astrological houses by 9 planets. The mala also has a guru bead or tassel to remind us of teachers in our lives. Hi everyone, this is Erlene of Erlene Garcia Art, and thank you for joining me today as I will be teaching you how to make these beautiful mala bracelets. This is a sample that I made using howlite, goldstone, a charm holder, a tower bead. If you don't have a tower bead, I will show you other beads that you can use that you might have in your collection. This one has featured a Buddha face with denim jasper and a little scrolly bead that I used as a guru bead. That one is pretty cool. As you can see, I decided to keep the clear quartz one for myself. This one has a hamsa, and I used that little scrolly bead as the center, and there you can use it as at the bottom. That's pretty cool. This one has a Buddha face, and that I purchased at Michael's. It has crystal rondelles. It is made out of beautiful blue lava beads, a tower bead. I used DMC embroidery floss for all of the tassels, but if you have any other type of thread, you can use those. I will be teaching you how to make those as well. I really enjoyed these. As you can see, I made a lot of them. So these will all be up on my Etsy shop pretty soon, or in a store local to you if you live in the Los Angeles and Burbank area. That one is rose quartz with pyrite. This is also a Buddha. There's your tower bead. That is jade. The Buddha is from Michael's. The lava beads I purchased at the bead show recently. That's purple jade with bone. These were so much fun to make. And let me tell you, you will make as many as I did. That's how easy they are. Oh, that one is really nice too. And I used a sparkly bead. You can dress them up or just make them super casual. Or wear two of them together. Wow, those look cool together. This is one of my favorite ones that I made. I think I might keep that one too. That has bone and the, I can't say it, Rajushka beads. Labradorite, which I don't know if you can see how the light highlights the little sparkle in it. It's beautiful with turquoise and a turquoise tassel. That is lava with batik bone bead that has an eye on it, which deflects evil. Those are some more howlite Buddhas. And I had to make two of these because my boyfriend wanted one. So I made one with a longer tassel and one with a shorter tassel. And the guru bead at the bottom is pyrite. This one is an African trade bead, and I really like that one too. That is African pipestone. It was so pretty that I had to make two of them. And that one has a different type of blue on it with a hint of yellow. I tried to pull out the exact colors to match the tassel. And then this one I used 3 different color coordinating threads, which you can easily do. Ooh, those were so much fun. Okay, so let's get started. This is my box of howlite and turquoise. That's my box of embroidery floss, and I try to keep them in order by using these little plastic holders that I purchased at Joann's. Those are some beads that I'm going to use as my guru beads, and some little sparkly ones. We have some eye beads and hamsas. You can incorporate those if you like, an om and a namaste. Whatever charms you have, you can add them to your bracelet. Again, those are tower beads. And I don't know where I even got that collection from. But I enjoy having those. This is my collection of lava beads in a multitude of colors. I think I have 2 boxes of those. But, oh, and then some fun Buddha beads that you've seen probably in my other video. So let's get this party started. So these are the things that we will be needing. Stretch Magic. It's 1 millimeter, and you can see how stretchy it is. I usually do stretch it out before I string the beads. We don't want anything popping or breaking. You will need some cutters, pliers, or scissors. And let's see, super glue. And just a quick note, it will ruin your nail polish if you drip it on your nail polish. This is a bead drill, a hand drill, in case you have to make a hole bigger. I'm using a couple of different types of needle nose pliers. And then what else do I have there? Oh, in the event you cannot get your Stretch Magic through a bead, I will show you how to make a quick little needle out of some little thin wire that you might have laying around. And what else did I use in this? I'm watching this video as I usually do with you, and I'm doing a voiceover. So you can also use crystal beads. This is some of my Chinese crystal beads. And during the break, I did make one off camera, so I will be sharing that with you. It did come out really pretty, and that peach color is one of my favorite colors. So look at all of these. I hope these give you lots of ideas, and let's get started. I know you're saying, when is she gonna get started? Oh, this is the one that I made off camera. Now that I used out of the Chinese glass beads with a crystal rondelle, a spacer bead, 2 end caps, which I do like using those because it really complements your bead. And that's what they look like. If you don't have it, that's okay. I was just throwing that idea out there for you. So again, let's start with this Stretch Magic and pour out some beads. And then I'm using a gray color. That's the number that I'm using of the DMC floss. And I recently purchased that at Hobby Lobby for about 56 cents. That's the crystal rondelle. The other bead that I chose is a carnelian, and I chose it because it has a natural eye made by Mother Nature, and that eye deflects evil. So let's string the beads, and as you will see, I put some notes up. They'll pop up and it will tell you exactly how many beads I'm using. This particular bead is 10 millimeters. Now this little tool, I purchased that at the Bead and Gem show here in Pasadena, California, but you could probably find one at your local bead store. I only paid $1 for it. I don't know if Michael's carries it or not, but let's pick up a little bead cap, the carnelian bead with the eye. Isn't that cool? I just love it. Now, when you do use a bead and you feel like the hole is not big enough, that's where that other blue tool comes in, that hand drill, where you just go in and you twist it slowly. Be sure and blow the dust out so there isn't any sharp edges to cut your wire. And then continue on the other side and make sure that you have the exact same amount of beads on each side. And I will be tying that 3 times. Did you know the inside of the bracelet, the circle, that represents the yin-yang? A little bit of 10-cent information there for you. So I like to tie these 3 times to make sure that it's secure. Now, generally in our regular stretchy bracelets that we make, we would end right there and make sure the knot is hidden inside of a bead. But we're going to take it one step extra. Little magic here. As you can tell, I didn't cut my stretchy cord off the roll yet until now because I don't like to waste any. So what I'm going to do is put those two ends together and slide on. What am I sliding on there? Oh, we're going to use the little sparkly rondelle. I like that antique bronzy look. Those particular ones I believe I did get at Michael's. And then I'm going to add a bead cap. And that always enhances a very simple bead. I'm using those because, as you can see, I will be picking up a very simple bronzy color bead to match the other pieces. Yes, that bead right there. And it's a lightweight aluminum bead. Oh, now this is where the wire comes in handy. I had to make a little handmade needle. I bent wire over in half. Nothing fancy. I pulled a little piece apart there where it would be the needle, the eye of the needle. If you have a different type of needle you can use, by all means do that. This was just a quickie, and you just hook it through there like a regular needle and then pull it through. I believe I had to use my pliers on this one, or did I? Let's see. No, I didn't. Voila. Magic. So that pulls it through, and let's get a close-up on that. And it's just your basic wire bent in half. So that helped me a lot. Otherwise, I would probably still be sitting there trying to poke that through. So that's a little secret I like to use every now and then. They do sell needles for that. I guess I should stock up on some, but why when I can make my own? So I'm going to put the other end cap, and what I'm going to do here is tie it, and then we will attach our little tassel. Okay, let's set that to the side. Well, let's put that on first. Who's on first? Who's on second? Wow, I love all those bracelets. And if you've seen some of my other videos, you know that I wear probably about 4 or 5 at a time on a daily basis. And they're just so comfy to wear. It's kind of like putting makeup on, but for your wrist. It just adds that extra little bit adornment. Now on this one, I'm going to use a carnelian tower bead, and I will show you how to get that tassel on there. So let's string the little tower bead on and pull it through with my pliers. I hope this has given you guys a bunch of ideas. Just watching it back and doing my voiceover, I'm getting even more ideas. So I'm going to tie that a couple of times. There we go. And like I said, those are 10 millimeter Chinese crystals. I think I used 9 on each side. So there's usually one little thread that is sticking out, and you can just pull it and it will continue to come out. So I am going to wrap this about 10 times. I think traditionally they do it about 9, but I'm into numerology, so I do it 10 and then equals back down to 1. So pull them off your fingers, cut it, and then hold on to it. This is when you might need somebody to help you, but I kind of like do it by myself. If I can, you can. So I will put that in between the two stretchy cords. Make sure it's balanced on each side. And I'm showing you that it is about 2.5 inches. So I am going to tie this a couple of more times. Make sure it stays in the middle. Once you do this a few times, then you'll get the hang of it. It's pretty easy. So there we go. We tied it 2 times. If you don't have super glue, that's quite all right, but I do like to use super glue because my hands are always in water and I wear my bracelets all day long and even in the pool. Just don't get it on your manicure. I accidentally glued a fake ring to my finger the other day, so just kind of be aware of that. That glue I purchased at the Dollar King for $1.21. Now fold that over directly in half. Do not cut your stretchy cord yet. We're going to take another piece of embroidery floss and wrap it about 6 times. And then that makes the head of the tassel and then the little roots of the tassel, which some say it's the roots of the lotus. So then what you're going to do is take those two, and I just tied 2 knots. So let's see, there's 1, and you're almost done at this point, and then we're going to make 1 more, and I sped up the film so it'll be a little bit quicker than this. I just wanted to give you the basic idea of how to make wonderful mala bracelets. Now spread that open and pull those 2 stretchy cords. That glue sticks pretty fast. Cut flush to the tassel there. Do not cut your tassel. Now cut all the roots of the lotus. There we go. You could leave it once you trim all of the rough edges. Turn it, trim it, kind of like when you cut your bangs. Make sure you get these straight. I know some of us cut our bangs crooked. And then if you want it fluffier, take a pointed object or the end of your scissors and fluff it out. Wow, look at that. Ooh-wee. That's pretty. And the little rondelles really do catch the light. You can wear that from day to evening. Oh my gosh, I really like that. Okay, let's see what's next. I believe, okay, this is a halite one, and that little bead that is copper, that is a charm hanger. And I don't recall where I got that. Oh, I bought it at a bead show. So you can use them on necklaces. You can use them on your ankle bracelets. So let's get this started. I'm using Mookite with a really pretty color floss that you can't really, I don't know if you can tell in the light, but it was so pretty. It really captured the melon color there on the Mookite. So when you're using your jump rings, remember, open back and forth. Do not split them open. That way they remain in a perfect circle. Use your other pliers if you have a second pair and close it evenly. That looks pretty cool. You could probably even make cool earrings out of those. Now that I think about it, So now I'm going to string the other half of the beads on my bracelet. Tie again 3 times. I just added those notes because sometimes I feel that it might help you if you want to turn down the volume and maybe you're listening to the radio or something. That is really cool. I'm using a spacer as a guru bead, and it's just a basic spacer from Michaels. And you can use even a round bead, any bead that you choose for the guru bead. Just make sure that both sides of your elastic can go through it, or you will have to make a little needle like I did. Now I'm using 2 different color flosses here because I thought it would bring out the Mookite color. And then make sure it's balanced there. Tie it a couple of times. Do not cut it yet until you tie it. So put a dab of super glue. I think I had to cut it here because I got it stuck to my fingers. So bend it over. Tie your string around 6 times. That's pretty cool. Tie a knot. I can't wait to make more of these. You know, you guys can make these for your art shows, craft shows, school functions, donate to a charity auction, holiday gifts, birthday gifts, or just a anytime gift, or even one for yourself. And I just love that. Look at that. How cute. And it really literally only took probably about 5-10 minutes. I think the long part is whenever you're deciding on which beads to use. I really appreciate you spending this short time with me, and please watch my other videos because there's other cool things on there like greeting cards and just fun stuff. Thank you very much and have a happy day. Bye.